I, you were not expecting this at all. Be honest. Alright, I'm here. New place again. I've been wanting to record some videos and talk about my other life other than music, musically speaking. And I've been listening to some of my colleagues that turned into friends. That's not so common. And one of my friends, she told me that she likes different sets. So I'll be doing some of that. Just trying out if I like to do it and if I like to edit and that kind of stuff. So let me see what's going on. So, as you may know, I decided to start to run like 2 months ago or so. My That was not a fart, I swear. I was kicking the bin. And I decided to start to run. And one thing, I, you know, when I started, I didn't knew what I want to do with this hobby. But right now, my goal is to complete 10K. 10 kilometers. I'm actually running 8. I guess it's the third day, not straight, the third training session that I ran 8 kilometers, so it's almost there. Today I ate some bread, and when I eat bread, it gets a little bit fucked up to run, and yeah, today it costs a little bit. Not that much, just a little bit, and my left knee hurts a little bit, but fuck that shit. And yeah, my goal is 10K. Once I reach 10K, I'll try to run 10K again, but doing better time and to see how I feel and see how my body feels. And you know what? Today was the first day that I ran without music. I ran like 3K or 4K with headphones, blasting music. Then the music died. The headphones ran out of battery. They need to be recharged. I forgot that. Usually I'm a cable guy, but my wife told me, hey man, you should, connect the Bluetooth. It's easier for you. And blah, 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 blah. I listened to her, and yeah, that happened. But I ran, I don't know how many times with the Bluetooth, so it was just one bad experience. So still good. It's charging at the moment, and it cost me a little bit to run without music because I listen to myself suffering a lot. But all right, it's cool. Other than that, usually I listen to punk rock, punk music. Man, it makes me feel free. It gives me strength to fight, while I suffer, while I run, sorry, and, that gives me will to survive, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna keep running, I've gotta do it. Just, I put a number in my head, today I will run this. I started with 3K, now I'm at 8, I feel a lot of difference. And punk rock keeps me going on. And it really, really does me well, because I'm in a fight with myself, and punk rock is by my side. Usually I listen to punk. Other than that, sometimes I listen to rockabilly or psychobilly, energetic kind of songs, just to keep going. And one day or two, I actually listen to hip hop and some beats. Usually, when I'm listening to beats, I'm arguing on my head with some things. it's therapeutic. I don't know how to say this the fucking word, but it's benefit. It has a lot of benefits. You know, it just because I'll be purge. I'm purging my demons and my bad thoughts, and you know what? That's it. That's the main goal. About me running, and yeah, that's really it. And yeah, that's really why I run, and being vegan and straight edge. I'm a part of a run club, on Strava. I don't, yeah, and they are straight edge as well. It's a straight edge run club, the people are a lot of they are really really supportive with each other, and that's the kind of community I need right now in my life as I detox myself from social media. Facebook, what the fuck is going on, man? That's, oh my god, fascists all over the place. I don't know, man. The world's gone crazy, and while I try to make myself a better person and a new version of myself, I don't know, man. The world's gone bunkers, and it gets a little bit hard. But and I almost forgot where all right, I remembered. You know what? When I run, I make some decisions of my life. Some good, some not that good, because that's life, man. I'm not gonna win every time. And today, man, I was running and I decided, man, I'm gonna do some disco stuff. I'm gonna spin some disco. Man, what about I use my real name and disco? You know, of course, that didn't go as planned because I'm not using my real name and disco. I'm using not discos too because I love The Simpsons and Simpsons kick ass, and I still love The Simpsons. And if you want one day, if one day you'll meet me, I got a lot of stuff from The Simpsons. If one day you'll meet me, you'll understand I love Simpsons, and I sometimes quote The Simpsons, and I spin a lot of music that I first got to listen on The Simpsons. And yeah, I'm a Simpsons fan. I have some tattoos. If one day you'll meet me, I'll have the pleasure to show you, right? And I'm using that name, and man, that's really the beauty of doing something you love, and it's something I started doing out of the necessity of just doing something, and just to let the anger out. And man, it's really it's doing me well. I feel a little better. I even starting to love myself a little more. I like, I even like my body just a little bit, but that's another topic. And you know what, man? Music made me do it, because I used to go on walks while blasting some stuff on my speakers, on my phone, so on my headphones, sorry. And that wasn't just enough. I was getting lost in some bad thoughts. And then I decided to run while blasting music. It made me it made me a lot better, and I'm still doing that. And I decided to do that. And if you want to run and you're not having fun, or if you're struggling a lot, try to listen to some music that motivates you. You know, don't, man, please do this. Don't give a fuck about the other people results. Look at yourself and establish a goal and go get it. Just go get it. Don't, man. Of course, you're not gonna be the better. Only if you're super quick. And yeah, and if you're super quick, good for you. Proud of you, dude or do that. And you know what, man? Just do yourself a favor and go. If you want to skate, go skate, man. If you want to sing, go sing. Just do it. You know, I'm not sponsored by Nike. I should be, you know, but I'm not. And that's it, man. Get yourself some good ambience, good people, and man, good books even. You know, I've been reading again. You know, just because I'm leaving social media and started to run, I've been doing a lot more stuff. And that's it, folks. Thank you for joining in, and thanks, Danny, for you know, the tip on doing different sets. I'll be doing this around the house when no one's here. And that's it, folks. Thank you for watching and have fun. Live your life. Cheers.